Hey, okay. I'm just doing a quick pop-up stream that I'm doing right now. So, okay, hopefully the sound is all right here. Darkness here. Gotta be having stuff together. All right. So, I just wanted to do a stream. Kind of as a pop-up thing, just in the back of my mind. Going through some issues with YouTube. There, I know probably tons of other people that create content on here. Okay, I'm trying to let me test, test. Also added the microphones thing over the microphone too. I'm gonna have to test this another way. But as long as I see that that's moving, okay. So let's keep it here. All right. Like it says in the stream, stop. It hurts. Being blocked. My last video that I did, I saw that it was blocked. Actually, the last it was more than one. So I'm basically just wanted to go over some of that and just talk about part of what my efforts I've been doing in the meantime to help with that. And greetings to anyone that comes in or comes through. Um, I'm a newer YouTuber on here. I'll come on periodically. I mainly zone uploads. More recent times, I started doing some live streams. So with the live streams, it's more in real time. I like to have it let it be informative, but entertaining too. Some. So yeah, that's basically what I would do. And it's just disappointing when you see that I don't know, you look at your stream and then something else going on with it. To think about what I was gonna do about it. What 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 am I doing something wrong? I thought I was doing stuff right. So you should always read the disclaimer, not disclaimer, but the policies, restrictions, things like that for YouTube. And I've done that. And it's lengthy, but it's really not that bad. And I honestly feel that, um, YouTube is a great website. If you're on it, you're a part of it. So there's no denying that. It's a way to communicate, exchange. There's a lot of things you could do with YouTube. Um, but it's just been kind of tough, I would say, especially on people, or newer YouTubers like myself. And it's like when I first came here, it was a lot about music, but you have more freedom. You could do videos with music, this and that. I still see videos with music. You can dance to it, or they say use it for like educational purposes, things like that. So I don't know. There's just like I feel like a fine line between there. And I don't know what y'all feel, but hopefully y'all give me some feedback on this too, because I feel that it's on part of YouTube's responsibility to keep us informed. Not only keep us informed with what we if you're gonna say what we can't do, we need more specifics. Like some video artists, some artists are fine, go ahead, use our material, they don't care. But then there's other ones that are like, no, you can't use none of that material. We don't know the difference until we get an email from YouTube. And I just don't see how that's that fair. If you could at least put a list, if you do a list so we could at least go off of music, because there's tons of music that we can have our way with. And then on the other hand, I still got this chicken up. On the other hand, it's like, yeah, because I had that up because that was me thinking. just put into it. So I don't know. It's just it is, and it makes you feel like kind of discouraged, which I don't want to feel like that. Um, it's I don't know. It could be like that. So then it videos, I just remember looking, and then I'm like, okay, I didn't even realize that was even there. So I was like, okay, let it go. But then I was like, okay, so I took part of a video out from my most recent one. They didn't want me using the comedy stand up, so I put a little bit in there. So I did remove that. So that's the only reason that that one's even back up. But I'm like, I'm not going to tear my whole stream. Show that and get to the thumbnail of that one. So I'm appreciating when it comes through, or possibly watching the replay. This is about copyright, a little something, and I want to get into a little bit of that, um, and some information from my past live stream, and it started getting some, more views on it, and I looked, and that's when I saw that it was blocked, and I'm just like, you know, I'm just still trying to understand, our, basically our rights, because we have rights to content and music, but it's how we use it. And I felt that mine fit in that category for the way I used it. I thought I used it properly. But, so yeah, so that's what's been going on with that. And as I'm still working my way with learning on the streaming thing too, I'm gonna get that in. I'm gonna add this to me now. I apologize. I'm Kai and Y. I'm cutting down my video. And this is the last one that I did. It was Black Father, Black Leader, Black King. And I've just been feeling kicked to the curb with some of this. Oh, the sound is low. Am I better now? Thank you, Chaos. I'm not sure what that's not that. Okay. No, that's that sound. Oh, it is. I meant to drop the now that I know how to do that too, I'm gonna put the link in here. Um, thank you. I hope your day's going good too. Hope everybody's doing good. I was just going over some issues that I've been having with some of my content with YouTube. So some of it, I have disputed something in the past as well, and it worked out in my favor. I'm encouraged to still look into my rights and with a fine tooth comb, like people like to say, and see if I actually have the right to do certain things or not. And from what I'm seeing, I have the right. So, especially being a small person and you feel like you can be reaching people, it's stagnating my algorithms by doing that. That I don't know. And it was like I really didn't even know. And Father's Day is over with. So the piece that I did was specifically for that Father's Day, but also, maybe you can just think of, dads or positive men in your life too at the same time, and you may watch it another day. But, just off the fact of that, and that it was, more of a monumental day, that didn't go well with me. And then I'll get into the last video that I did, because that one, I'll show in a second, ended up getting shut down. So I just feel like it is coming at me. It's just like, doing little pieces here and there. Some of it will, try to add a little sex appeal to it to add more entertainment. And this is my actual claim here. So it has, as you can see, dispute submitted. So this was a small caption from that last one that you can see there. Hopefully the sound is good. I'm about to check it in a moment. All right, I have like a soft voice, so I'll turn this up a little more, I think. Oops. Okay. I'm wiring a little bit here. All right. So again, this is just showing you the block and showing that it's no longer visible, etc. So when I looked into what I did with the video and that I did have information, it was my first video regarding wet dreams or sex dreams, and I added the music in and stuff, and I thought everything's fine. And then I got a comment um and I responded back, and I was just like, "Come on now." Okay, we had a nice interaction. Then I'm like, okay, thinking everything was all good, but apparently it wasn't. Um, so what I was gonna do with coming up also, like you've seen the title too, is Faizon. That was short for Faizon Love. He's a comedian. Um, he's recently spoken out more on things, and even a few years back, I remember him speaking out just on some things where he felt that it was racism that was going on, and that it was having an effect on his career, and he felt that he needed to stand up for it. I'm glad he did. So I have that, and um, and then also the big news that just came out recently this week was the fact that Bill Cosby has been freed from prison, and there's a lot of mixed reviews on that. I'm a person too that has said earlier on that he needed to be freed. Possibly is in one of my other videos too, and it's just based on a lot of things with the case, and it just wasn't quite right. So that, and I just had a little footage on that and kind of lighten it up a bit, maybe get a laugh in. So Faizon Love, he was also recently on the show with Kwame Brown, and he had a good show. They're uh they connected to because they just seem like they're really men, and specifically black men, that are standing up and standing on their own, regardless of um looking in the face of like Hollywood and other places, well, not Kwame Brown, but the NBA, and just saying, we can still stand up and stand strong. Don't have to give in to things that are not right. Now, taking it a step further with things that are not right, speaking out on it, speaking out against it. So I just think that that's big of him. That's really big of him. But then I just got a quick reaction from him with the news. This for fair use.
What you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me when the chips are down? Hey! Let me tell y'all something. Partners. OG Bill Cosby is free. Huh? On my birthday, I posted Free Bill Cosby. Huh? And all these sucker ass motherfuckers making jokes. Kiss the ring, bitch. We on live right now. Kiss the ring.
So, there's been a lot of opinions on that too, with the whole let me go to my thing. I thought I knew that. I didn't. So, yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. So that was definitely big news. Definitely big news with that. Um, I pressed something I shouldn't have did. I was trying to copy and paste. I thought that was okay. I don't know if I did that right. I don't think I did. Okay, whatever. So, guess I need more practice. I did the link just fine the last time when I was just testing it out. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna move along, and this will just pop up. I just did a quick stream because I just had feelings behind that too, and it was just like, ugh, goodness. But
Kiss the ring. All these Bill Cosby jokes. We gonna throw a big motherfucking party, and it's gonna be open bar, bitch. Bill Cosby's home, man. Something's going right. This is huge. You guys don't understand. I just like to say, fuck Jay-Z. I'm saying, everybody, listen, Bill Cosby home. It's time. No, he on his way right now. He's picking shit in his cell with the brain. With I mean, leave that. I'm gonna leave that for the people. I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna go over here. Let's go.
it is crazy. Yeah, they sold out of pudding pops everywhere. I don't know if y'all been trying to get some. I have. If you want to get Jello, there's no Jello nowhere. Since Cosby's been free, that's our TV dad right there. If y'all know where to get some, let me know. No, I don't think it'll be taking that far. Um, but that was that. I wanted to get into the other parts. So I'm just gonna re-add this. So yeah, that was just the humorous Faizon Love himself. And we'll see how things go from here with him and everything. So I think some things is going to be happening. You know, him connecting with Kwame Brown the way he has, and there's just a lot of I see strength. This good, great masculine energy that's going on. He's having fun here, but you know, and that's what we need to see. We need to see, you know, more of that. This is pertaining to the last video I did. Like I said, it was ended up being struck down. This is a couple here that I'm very in favor of. They're called Twin Flames Unite. They are a strong power couple right here, and they speak on a lot of different things and just about love and knowing yourself and things and talking about love and good things about relationships. And as I mentioned in my last video, I was talking about dreams. In there, I was speaking of touch a little bit on lucid dreams. Like I said, wet dreams, things like that. So things that can be arousing with dreams. And then I had some medical data to back it up and a little experience. So, you know, it kind of sucked that they took the you know, that they tampered with the video. So it's like, damn, appreciate that. Um, so what was funny is when I'm subscribed to their channel, and you know, like I said, they have a good channel to subscribe to. And they happen to be talking about lucid dreams, and they were talking about dreams and things like that. And I was just like, wow. So some of the information that they had, I incorporated into what I was already learning about dreams and things like that. So it was really informative, very interesting, things like that. Um, yeah, and she even does card reads, which I thought was pretty cool too. And I've been looking into that myself, and I see doing, you know, some things like that further down the road, you know, as time goes. So I'm gonna just get into it. And what I did mention in the last video, which I'm really hoping they'll put it back up, and then it's gonna be a continuation, you know, YouTube. So yeah, what I had talked about was that I was going to get into a little bit of audio. So with the audio, they have sounds, and like with the sound frequency, which I'm going to be showing in a moment, the frequency, I'm going to have that playing in the background. It's more of a help you get into your astral travels. There's audio that can help affect lucid dreams that you have. It's like a preparation that you can have. You can prepare yourself to have certain type of dreams and things like that. It's believed too that you have more control over your travels as you dream. And they were discussing astral, things like that. So with energy system for our emotional experience. Yes, for our ego. And there's three parts to the body. And I'm gonna get into it also. So I'm just gonna take a pause right here and just go back a bit because I was actually looking at my notes. Now, we are all multidimensional beings, as I've spoken and like you've asked, like quite a few times out here, being able to reach different realms. This is the first realm. And then right there, I want to pause. I'm gonna go back, just back to the photo here. So there's some images, and this is image here. This goes back to the Greek, excuse me, sorry, not Greek, Egyptian. So with the Egyptians, this was somewhat of an image here of a dream god, and this was a female version right here. And what Twin Flames ended up recently going over was some of the mechanics of astral projecting. And with that, they mentioned too, like in school, which is like so true. We're taught about the physical body, we're taught about our bodies, but not so much of death and how they do coincide together. And with lucid dreams and things like that, I wonder if anyone out there has had any, lucid dreams, um, things like that. Because I know some dreams in some realms that they say you can reach, it takes time and it takes practice to reach it. So I do wonder if anyone out there does, or if you catch a replay, if you'd like to speak on that or like leave a comment on that with your dreams. Do you remember your dreams? Um, how you feel about, your dreams and things like that. Um, I touched briefly in the last one about sleep positions too, and how you position your body can make a difference with what type of dreams you have. And what was interesting was that if you lay on your stomach, and the more you do that, the more likely you are possibly to have your like sexual dreams. All right. And okay. Yeah. So some of this is things are like science based, and I notice, and then some people have personal like spiritual experiences, and then there's like some of that becomes debatable. So as we move forward, it would be nice to see people that may come in that want to have debates about that, or talk maybe more and elaborate more on your feelings of dreams and how much control you have over your actual dreams, things like that. So astral. Let's get into the another part. This is more of the audio, and this is an image of the dream god of Egypt, male version. Again, I appreciate anyone that came through. This was a quick pop up, and just discussing a little bit quick current events that's been going on, and dreams. There's a lot going on, so I think about dreams. And when you lay down, when you rest, that's the only time you really have is a lot of complete relaxation. Your unconscious is there, but also your consciousness. So the more you explore things like this, subjects of this matter, you'll start to see that you can gain more power and control over that too. And it could possibly help guide some of your days. I do feel we're connected with the atmosphere up above. We have a connection with space. And there's a lot going down here on Earth that we can connect with way up there through frequency. And that's part of like the audio that I just played is tapping into yourself. And there's levels to it. And they say, so in the beginning, there's a level one, which is where you may see spirits, um, as you dream. Like level two is in real time. Sometimes you wake up, but you still feel a presence of something, or you still feel something is different because you felt like you woke up already, but now you woke up and there's just something that's different. It's a type of feeling I think we may have all experienced at some point in time, possibly. The third goes back to the astral. So the astral has about 7 levels, 7 chakras. And with these levels are cities and even kingdoms. And this is in your unconscious, this is in your dream. And they are complex, yet simple to navigate. So here, down here on Earth, our natural body is solid and it's dense and it needs to stay on Earth. But they talk about descending, ascending up into other dimensions, things like that. Um, Also, not to be scared in your dreams. Don't have a fear. Um, I know I don't have that, but it was good to know too that you shouldn't have it. Don't have it because what it can do is if you're in your dream, it can take you someplace else. So it actually wants to, it's kind of said to add comfort to you that when you dream, you're not going to be connected with anything you shouldn't be. So there's really nothing to fear. All right. Yeah, this up. Hey there. Hi, educated Aries. Oops. I'm just moving all over the place. Appreciate you stopping through. And if you want to share anything, feel free. Um, Again, this was like a pop-up live I just did after noticing that some of my material has been shut down. And I don't really know why. I do, but it's almost like if you don't read the fine print, you need to read the fine print so you know what's going on, what's accepted, what's not, but you also find your rights in there. And I know I put forth effort in most of what I do, so it sucks when I'm doing that and I'm following the guidelines and my stuff is still getting touched. So that wasn't cool. But yeah, so I was just going over some of the dreams and lucid dreams and somewhat tapping into that. In further videos, I'll go more into them. Some will be more uploads. They won't have to be live, but they will be there. And yeah, so it just got pretty deep in astral traveling on different levels. Uh, yeah, the whole astral realm. Over that, and the fact that we are multidimensional beings. Like I said, after doing maybe another video or so, to possibly people like to join in on a conversation with it and give their take on dreaming. And if some people might think that a lot of this doesn't make sense or they don't believe it, and then I'm sure there's people that do. And yeah, so I mentioned the things going on, Bill Cosby being freed now. So there's a lot of talk about all of that. Um, what else? 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 Yeah, and that was about it for that. Wrapped up that last part of the video. So yeah, any thoughts on this? Possibly being a content creator or a YouTube viewer, it affects you as well because it affects what you're able to see here on the public domain. There's other people with the same content I've used, and I switch it up, use different videos and things like that. But mine, it's not really making sense. You'd have issues with mine. So I'm gonna wrap this on up, and yeah. So I see what we're gonna do. We're doing moving forward, and let's see. Yeah, yeah. So again, lucid dreams, those type of things, and how you have control over them, and how some things are like a more of a spiritual connection to that some of us may have and be experiencing, and that you can tap into it. Um, there's audio out there in the public too that if you do want to try some out, listen to some of the audio and see if it makes a difference for you. And again, it takes time. It doesn't necessarily mean that as soon as you listen to the audio, you're going to have the dreams I'm speaking of, or lucid dream, or your world's going to change. It takes time. And I notice with a lot of things when you're working on a craft, it takes some time. It takes the effort, but it takes your willingness to give yourself to it, to really kind of submit in there and then see what happens. So I'd be interested to know your thoughts too on this. And yeah, lots going on. So we'll see what happens. I'll do another live I'm gonna know when I'm going on and everything too, and I'll do the premiere, which I like to do because I think that helps promote um to possibly let people know, yeah, too, that you're, going live or whatever. And yeah, so that's it. And hopefully they give me the video back. If they do, it'll be right back up there. So I know, like, I don't know, one of them had like 30 views and it was within a shorter period of time. So for me, I was like, that was pretty good. So it was getting some, some kind of traction. But on my end, I'm doing what I'm trying to do and do to the best of my ability. So we'll see what happens from there. And I'm going to remove this off my screen and just put myself up there. Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah, and eventually I'm going to get into possibly, I don't really just talk about celebrity things and all this other stuff. I do talk about things if they affect us and going by somewhat of popularity. If someone comes through and we end up having a chat about something, that should be fine too. Dr. Boyce Watkins with Dr. Alicia Watkins now. There's been some things going on with them too. I'm a supporter of Dr. Boyce Watkins. I've been following him for years, but I do have to admit that I'm seeing a lot of change in him and some of his behaviors and tactics, and it's not quite him. And I would like to respectfully speak on him, and that'll be in the near future because it's like I have to do it. And but I wish him well. And like I said, there's just been a lot of changes going on. So I know some people, want to speak out about things. Some of it is almost hard to like bite your tongue and just close your lips all the way on. Like you just feel you got to touch on it, like say something, because everybody has an opinion. It's just that when it comes to these court cases, like we mentioned with Bill Cosby, and you see other people kind of going through things, or like Ti, and it sucks too because for somebody like me, I see that they were positive black men and they were role models to some. Now with Ti, did he have his shortcomings with the law and things like that? Yes, and then they were handled. But I did see that man speak out so passionately for his people and things like that. So when I see my leaders or people becoming leaders and leaders to some, I don't. It's not good to be seeing them affected. Their lives are being affected because their freedom is being affected. When I uploaded that piece that I just did a little presentation on, within the last couple hours, I just went in and just threw it up in there. I said I was gonna go on a live and just chat for a bit. It's something I'm not used to doing, and I can see plenty of people do it, but I don't know. I just have a I just have a willing or want. I don't know, to present something or at least give you some visuals, extra visuals, or going on a topic. But it's just all about freedom. It's all about freedom for me. Like when I uploaded, I had named it "Save as Freedom!" exclamation mark. You got to stop silencing our people. The time has come where it's changing now. We're not going to be so infatuated with people and things that don't matter. We do. We matter. We need to get infatuated with what's going on with us and more in tune with loving ourselves and being able to love other people, especially the ones that need it more. We need to hear more from our people on here and many other platforms. It's not a want. It's not just a want. It's a need. So the suppressing and the silencing has to stop. And I see it stopping. And I'm thankful for it. It's just it's a different it's a really different time. And I'm gonna touch real brief on something too that I noticed when I did my last video. I did it on Sweet Dreams. Well, Wet Dreams, but the theme was the song Sweet Dreams, and they didn't want me using that by Eurythmics. And I was like, okay, y'all picking and choosing what we can and can't use. With another artist, there was an issue I had with a Brandy song, and I was like, no, there's no issue. I don't know what y'all talking about. So I emailed them, and then they were like, oh, okay, you straight. We just can't show it in a few countries like Cuba, a couple others. I said, okay. But there's a difference between telling a creator you cannot use this content versus you can use this content, but it's just going to have some restrictions to it here. My pen just dropped. So that's what I'm fighting for. These are the things and technicalities that we have to look into so that we still have our rights as what we're doing and coming on here to do. I want to say too, when I was doing the video, I was looking up some photos that I wanted to use for just looking like a little submissive in ways, but not just for the woman, for the man too. And that's why I chose two pictures. But when I was looking up black men and when I typed them in Google, and I noticed that they were pulling up a lot of gay images. And I'm like, no, I'm just saying I'm black. So why are so many images of the black men that came up? Why were they in such submissive positions all the time? They were always a submitter, even with another man. And a lot of times it was interracial. It wasn't barely any black on black. It was mostly, actually, from what I saw, it was white man over black man. And you can look it up for yourself. So even with the search engines, it's time for change. We need to watch our imagery because we are the adults. So think about all the kids that could be typing stuff in. They're researching. So while they're looking up stuff and searching, this is what they see. So whatever they're searching, this is what they're going to see. So I'm just putting that out there. And before there was no porn images. So I don't know. It was just like certain porn images coming up now. And I'm like, did I miss something before? But no, I don't think so. So, it's just looking into things and seeing things for what they are, speaking out on them and taking action so that the change can come. And that's what I wanted to just reflect on just now as well. And yeah, so that was it. Just talking about spirit, mind, and body conversation when it comes to dreams, your dream world, and taking it to the next levels if you choose to. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. And, your subconscious when you sleep, do you feel, hey, I'm just sleep? Whatever I dream about, who cares? I don't really know. I don't remember them. Versus practicing ways to change your dreams and tapping into other areas that can spiritually, I think, possibly do other things in your life. It's something to explore. So just saying that. And just knowing too, as a content creator, as a viewer, knowing what's going on with the content, the censorship that's going on heavily, even with the super chats. Was it just yesterday? I was watching a show with Reg, and they mentioned someone was trying to donate and they couldn't. I said I was having issues too recently, and there's something with they're watching the emojis you use. So if you're trying to super chat someone and it's not going through and you know that everything is fine, your name, everything, you didn't change anything, and you have the funds in whatever account you're pulling it from, then everything should be fine. I've been noticing here and there I had issues, and I was like, why? So you got to watch the words you use, the wording, or the wording with emoji, because it seems like they're tracking it. And then even when you change it, they're still like, no. And it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So then I changed something in my in the messaging, and then it went through. So it's just like, okay, wow. So again, it's just a lot of censorship going on with that. And, I figure I know YouTube be wanting their cut. Because early on, I know they take 30%, but now I'm hearing that they take 45%. Those that are monetized and such will know. And I don't know. It's just a lot. So again, I'm disputing the video and hopefully they put it back up. It was one of those things where I was thinking of stuff earlier on, and then here and there I take notes, I look stuff up, I take more notes, I edit, I add content to it. I put money in new software apps to use. I'm learning as I'm going. A lot of this is new. Like I'm working with totally new software programming. So as I'm going along, I'm doing the best I can to have like nice little presentation things going on. So it would just be appreciated that if other people that appreciate that could have the access to my content. So I ask that of YouTube. Okay. And yep, so that's about it. And I'm gonna wrap things up and I hope everybody has a good day, great day. When I come back, I'll be doing a video at some point and I'll put in what, I guess what I'll be doing and when. Where's my voice? All right. So, all right. Thank you. Appreciate anyone that came through. There was a couple of people that came through. Appreciate you guys. At least you guys seem to see the algorithm and y'all come in. Appreciate that. All right. Um, and any suggestions or ideas that someone wants to leave in, possibly a replay on this, you feel free to put that in the comments below. We can add something in and see what we can work on because this is about you. This is about you finding yourself to somewhat in there spiritually. You may already feel you found yourself. That's fine, but there's always more to explore. I feel like there's just far more to explore in there. I noticed something when I was on this web page that I had pulled up. I'm going to pull it back up. That I went over for the dreams. Yeah, there's something in the title that you don't see it. All right, never mind. But basically, it was saying that they are there for for curious minds and things like that. So I think there's always more to explore. So you can do it, and it's why not do it in different ways. Um, I just, hope that we don't want to be silenced. We just want to get it out there. And I just ask YouTube for you to just work on being more specific with the cans do and cannot do because it is not specific in the your disclosures. I read them. And shout out to RBR too, real brother. Shout out to him because he comes on daily in the mornings and he talks a lot about um taking charge, knowing that we should be charging. A lot of you should be making money. I'm new. I'm not talking about myself. I'm just saying in general, there's more to be made, but there's also more acknowledgement that's due. We put work in. There's other things that are due. There are other things that should be in a content creator's favor. This is a platform that goes hand in hand. You're providing what the eyes want to see and hear. They're providing a platform to do it. It becomes your channel. You have more say over your content on your channel. Follow the guidelines. Question things if it doesn't seem right. Question it. Now, they have millions and millions of people, so they can't just take questions all the time. So they have a general, mostly community box, and then it depends. But I question some things, and I think I'm doing it the right way. So instead of me feeling like I'm about to get quiet or I'm about to just get quiet again, I'm all right, forget it. Like, no, I don't want to just forget it. That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. So sometimes it's like you might got to think about it, walk around and think about it. You be at the house like, you know. So, okay, I got somebody on the stage. All right, hang on, guys. Chaos Rain. Hmm. Chaos Rain.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth. Yes. Oh damn! Shit, my thing is louder than yours, man. I'm turning this on.
I got a good mic.
You can.
I'm back and forth.
Oh damn! Shit, my thing is louder than yours, man. All right, it should stop now. Hold on. Wait, is that me?
Now I'm getting confused. Wait, now I'm getting. Excuse Excuse me, y'all. Now I was getting confused. Like,
Okay, there we go. I fixed it. There we go. Yes, wonderful. Hold on, let me turn the volume back on my other side.
Okay.
You know, are you using a microphone, Kai? Like a what do you call those things? Like you plug into the computer or something, that type, or using a computer?
It's plugged in the computer.
Because it's very low, very low. And as I can hear myself pretty loud, I'm not sure if you're using something. But on YouTube it sounds somewhat low. So I'm trying to figure out the volume at most. I'm not sure if you're talking too soft or too sweet, maybe, but it's so low. I was like, wait, hold on, let me check the audio. That's me.
I'm gonna show you too. Let me see. I'm gonna plug this.
I have had some extra mics, like, you know, things I had to probably give one away. I'm not rocking like that, unfortunately.
No, I got a new mic.
Yeah.
I got a new mic. This mic is good to go.
Unless you're using earbuds. Using earbuds to talk on your computer with a mic. Actually gets the audio corrected, people. What's good? I know y'all gonna go back to the playback. See that nice little rooster with her with his looks like some pajamas on with some halter top walking. That's that right there. That's very unusual. Oh, is that a chicken? I think that might be a turkey. Oh shit, that's a turkey. That's actually animal cruelty, right? That's animal abuse right there. How are you gonna put a pajamas on a turkey? Look at him. You say I'm like, Mr. Sir, look at this right here. I'm moving with a purpose. Even I know you like my lime green pants on. You know what I'm saying? If you're there, Kai, give me a second. I have somebody. So if I'm silent, I'm doing something.
How the hell to mute host her own self? I'm like, how am I muted? All right, so we're accompanied with Brother Chaos Rain here. Yes, the link is in the chat. All right, so we're good. I was looking at it and whatever. Okay. So yeah, this is my mic. As I mentioned to earlier, I added this to it. I didn't add it. It comes with it, but I like using it like this. It looks like singing. It makes you want to sing. I'm gonna be singing, y'all. So be mad at them for making these mics and all this equipment stuff that you have at home. Don't be mad at us for wanting to sing on it. Sing on it. Singing on it. So Chaos was gonna come back and join in my discussion of me walking around the house wondering what was up with all the censorship and things. And I thought I was playing by the rules. I was playing by the rules. He said, no. They shut me down. They shut me down. I said, don't do that. They say, Kai, you can't do that. I said, prove I can do that. They say, okay. Give us about 30 days. I said, okay, you do that. But you got to come back and tell me what I did wrong. Specifically what I did wrong. You got to do that. Okay? Okay? Because hold up, I put time in my content. I don't just go around just saying anything. I try to come with facts, things that make a difference. That's what I do. That is what I do. That is what I was trying to do. I woke up this morning, yes, coffee in hand. I was like, hold up. I went to bed. I was sad. I was feeling some kind of way at first because it keep happening. Happened a couple times. I was like, what I do? What did I do? Y'all gotta tell me what I did. Y'all gotta tell me what I did. Tell me what I did. I was like, I mean, I was like, oh my goodness, where the hell chaos go? He'll be back. Send me on my YouTube. God, what's up, 07? God, what's up, 07? Anyway, I showed it off. He taking all day, y'all. I'm taking all day. I'm taking all... Now you can't back off. Stop cam, duh. Girl. All right, so we're going over some of that. Chaos. I don't know what he was. He was saying something. I would even go into some of what he was saying and kind of elaborate more a little on that, but I don't know where he's going with it. So we're gonna hear it right from him once he comes back. Right. So he's here. I'm just switching up the screens and stuff right now. So yeah, what are you on YouTube, man? There's always stuff to talk about, but I just had certain things that I was just gonna go over because I was actually getting ready to end it. But he came up, so I figured. But this should be louder. If someone is there now and doesn't mind letting me know, you could do a sound check. There was an extra person that was here. If you can hear me okay. No, I was told it was low, so second. All right, that's good. The sound, everything is good. So I'm just give me a moment here, okay? All right, sorry for that pause. So, all right, there we go. Um, so yeah, we're just going over that. I think Chaos might not be able to join back in. I'm not sure what he's got going on. But yeah, we're just going over that rights of our censorship for things that we're putting out there for people to see. Um, being content creators, whether you're new, beginning like me, or you're seasoned, there's just been a lot of things going on. So yeah, all right, but that's fine because I was gonna be ending the live stream anyway. So we'll do is say peace to Chaos Rain. I think he was busy. He had something going on, so it sounded like he tried to join us. All right, so saying there's an echo going on. There's something going on with my mic. I got a decent mic, y'all. I don't know. So I'll be seeing y'all at another time, another date, possibly, and go from there. As always, I appreciate everyone that's been in attendance. I'm just going to go back to the audio that I had presented, where we just have some sound going for lucid dreams, etc., and just get the audio going back with that, and then some photos of ancient Egypt. So real quick, this is what I had went over, and that was the the etheric body. That's the actual energy system. Astral body is one moment. The astral is the emotion part of the energy system, and then we have the mental, and that's the causal subplanes or fields. I'll have to get further into that. We can do that on another time. Yeah, thank everyone for coming out. Excuse me, y'all. Thank you, everyone that's coming in pretty much into the live stream. If you catch the replay, appreciate it. Replay back. While I'm talking about them blocking me and stuff like that. Knowing your rights, especially if you black. Black, 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 black. Black, 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 black. Black, 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 black. Black, 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 black. Can't change that. Can't change that. Please don't suppress me. Please. Please don't suppress me. Please. Please don't suppress me. You're going out on a limb. The the term everybody likes to use. Transparent. I'll be as transparent as possible. But I'm always gonna be the truth always gonna be where that power be, huh? Black, 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 black. You would be backstage as I'm closing out again. Black, 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 black. Oh my goodness. All right, where you at, bro? Where you at here?
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm in the middle of doing some things, Kai. So you might hear some things in the background. You can hear that.
I was gonna say a little bit. Let's say hopefully it's
All
not
right.
too
Well, it's
much.
not loud
I don't
enough,
want
so I
that.
don't
I
have
don't
to
want
worry
that on the
about too
street.
much.
Okay.
Yes. I'm actually I was going through my phone, and I think this Mac needs some. I don't know if it's the Mac, possibly, but I work with it anyway because it sounds pretty good on the YouTube side of my phone. So that's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Okay.
And people can hear you, right? If they press 1, because I see some people in the chat room.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's YouTube hating on you now, Kai? That's the biggest issue. Well, they're not gonna allow you to, put out the nice videos, give commentary without them saying you got a copyright claim and all this nonsense.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, I have done few upload streams when I was snipping certain things, and I've noticed there is certain videos, just the image alone, they can get you for that. But my thing is this: I still kept it up regardless because the images I work hard to put out there. You get me? So I had to. I decided to make a decision. Not every video I'm going to put out that's going to be like where it's possible I make a copyright claim. As long as I got like less than 20% of it, I should be good. Until I get to a certain audience, like 1K maybe, then I'll decide if I'm gonna keep it up or not. Most likely I'm gonna keep it up anyway because let's be honest. If people want monetization, if they looking for that in YouTube, I'll just tell them personally, you better off just creating your own stuff if they're not gonna give it to you for the few videos that you're commentary. Now, the problem with that direction is that's gonna require you to do extra more work. That means you're going to have to maybe do visuals yourself, explain, and come up with something different, which the average consumer today or the person that produced the product is not willing to do because that takes more time off your day, more work, depending if you have to work a job or something, to do all that. And most people, if they're trying to make a living off this, I'm just going to tell you, blunt, honest truth, don't even bother waste time to do that. Especially not creating something that's different the market has not seen. So if you're doing commentary like off, what they call celebrities or, certain talking points and all that stuff like visuals, audio, and you always got to be careful, because usually they take out of their day to, monetize that and to hold that as their own claim. So no one can just snipe it and then put it and give commentary on the average. That's how it's going to be. That's how YouTube's going to roll. And I predict as they keep changing the terms and policies of their platforms, it's going to make it hard for most people to give commentary and hope to get it monetized. And here's another secret. Is still there, Kai? I know she's gone. Okay, so I want to make sure you're there. All right, well, I hope she gets to play back. Now they say they're going to put commercials.
Oh, you couldn't hear me. Sorry.
Right. Okay, I just want to make sure you're still there. Okay, good. Okay, all right. You can keep the eyes on me. Don't worry, Kai, I got this. Oh, eyes on me. All right. YouTube is not just going to put commercials on everybody's, channels. From what I'm hearing, I've not seen it done yet, but I think how they go about it. If you are monetized and you get demonetized for whatever reason, and they already running ad commercials, most likely it might be hard for you to get monetization again. From one YouTuber said it. He said that people should still do the content, but if they demonetize it and they still decide to put commercials anyway, and you won't get no money, then you might have to find a different market. You might have to even start a second channel or possibly, And that's the caveat of things. I think the direction why YouTube's doing this is they're trying to weed out content creators that don't got close to 1 million subscribers. In my mind, this is just me.
Okay.
I mean, I know
Right.
people that got 100K that they might be safe. That's just stepping into the door. But as time progresses and more people are doing content on YouTube, they're gonna make it more harder for you to make some form of money. That's why when we look at people doing live streams and super chats, I gotta say to most people, you're gonna have to support people that have super chat and don't got no commercials on their platforms. And I will say even further, you might have to support them through the PayPal and Cash App. I'm telling everybody that cares about any content, whether good or bad, you have to pull out your pocket anyway. Pull out $5, $3 for PayPal or Cash App, whatever. But if they have a super chat, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have to cough up $10 at most, all right? Because 30% is given to YouTube every time you do that. So for those that understand when people do the content and they can't do it the way they want to do, it's because you have to support their platforms. Hold on.
Yeah, and I hear you with that.
You have to support the platforms. Hell, I'm about to soon step in and start supporting more and more of these platforms if I need to. And it's either by my little money or I will have to use our platform. It depends on the subject I go for it. I might have to promote it through a community tab on here. And that's going to take a while because I have to get certain subscribers started. I look at, damn, it's loud. Why is people driving past me now?
Because you want the mic, because you're doing this.
Yeah. Well, you know,
It'd be crazy. The loudest
I know,
bird
it's just
running
crazy.
around. I'm like, yo, I'm about to stone one of these birds, and I ain't even like that. Anything be going on in the background.
Yeah. I you know, guys, I didn't bring my what they call my special meter mic, and my Mac doesn't support that unless I had to pay just to get the software for that. But
No, you
that's
good.
another story. But neither here there. The point is this: that if anybody's watching content where they like to watch the ratchetness, the information, learn some stuff, you're going to have to. Oh, this dude is driving a goddamn out an Infinite and he's trying to speed. This is ridiculous. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, like I said, you're going to have to support these content creators. I'm trying to get a community tab, and I know a few content creators that either know me personally or don't know me, and they see some works. They have started sharing some of my live streams on the community tab, which hopes to get people the eyeballs to give it some views. And I'm hoping people start like the video. I'm going to start go hard on people, tell people right now that anytime you watch the video, you must hit the like button, regardless if it's a replay or not. It has to be in the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Yeah.
It has to be in the algorithm. And the algorithm is not going to respect anything that has a certain amount of viewers that watch it and less than 50% of them liking the video. That can't cut it. That will not suffice moving forward. I'm just telling people that right now. So anytime you watch either, let's say, Chaos Reign or Kai, that still makes the time out of the day just to put out some content. If you're not going to watch the live stream, if you see the video, hit the like button. No matter if you watch or not. If you want to give it a watch, give it like 3 minutes at best of your time. Then hit the like button, bounce off. Is that fair to anybody that will go back to this playback? Let's listen to this. Give your content creators 3 minutes at your day to just watch it or hear it. And after 3 minutes, hit the like button before you leave. You could do that. Mm-hmm. It's fair. It's reasonable. And the reason why I say is because now you're putting something through the algorithm. Once you give it 3 minutes out your time and the like, that adds up. I'm guaranteed it's going to add up. Now, a lot of people say, well, why was it boring? No matter. You do it anyway because the better you do it, the better chance you grow the audience. Somebody will subscribe to the channel and it grows the platform a bit. So once the platform gets to a certain stability, now you're going to see some actual decent content, some real content that you might not hear. And you have to worry about anything, a penalization from demonetization if it happens. But they'll make some money because somebody's going to throw their dollars into it. Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of people can't do that because no one knows you exist, because no one doesn't know that it's in the algorithm enough. They don't see people liking the video. They don't see people giving 3 minutes out their day to watch it. I don't expect people to watch the whole entire video if it's more than 10, 15, 20 minutes or something that you like and you watch the whole thing, which that's why the goal is you watch the whole thing. But if you feel you're a person that doesn't have that attention span, the second best thing you could do, 3 minutes, Hit the like. Matter of fact, you hit the like first. Give 3 minutes every time. Bounce. There. Solves the problem. Because once you give the like and the view, now somebody that will catch it, they will do 2 things, Kai. Subscribe to the channel, give it the like, and eventually builds the audience gradually much faster.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people think that method is stupid and it doesn't really work. I say, how will you know if you don't try? And this is something I just came up off the fly. Just by thinking about it. Because I'm doing the math. 3 minutes, like button. That means once it gets like more than half, 50% out of the people watch it, now it's put through that watch recommendation for anybody on YouTube on the side of their phone, tablet, etc.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go hard on this more. I'm gonna stress this more. This is gonna work. I know this is gonna fucking work. You get me?
Yep. And it's definitely got to look into what we think is going to work. Like you're
Mhm.
saying, you're thinking on your own. I'm thinking on my own. I'm not only going to take no for an answer, though. I'm
Mhm.
going to know that you have to be specific if you're going to
Mhm.
take something from me. And that's pretty much any aspect in life, people. Just
Mhm.
because an action is taken against you doesn't mean it was an okay action. The
Mhm.
actions taken against Bill Cosby wasn't okay actions. His
Mhm.
actions when it was party time might wouldn't have been all okay. But everything has to be in line. It's almost like it's like a court. It's a web court. So if you're coming at me and I'm a defendant now, you're the plaintiff, I'm a defendant. You have to defend yourself because by nature I'm a defender anyway. I really am. And I've been good at doing that for other people and kind of be like, hey, you can't do that. Wait, what you doing about? And it's like, no, let me stand up for myself more and things like that. And especially when you got to build up confidence too with things that you do. We know that, but it plays an important role because without it, what would you do? And um this is a lot of stuff is new to me and it gets overwhelming sometimes. And I feel like I've been out of my league. And I was like, no, if you putting this time in, see where it gets you, just see. And they have shorts now that they offer on here on YouTube. Sometimes I've done a couple of those. One of them did good. But that was with a couple celebrities in it. So I'm not looking at it like, ooh, look at me. No, look at me that I edited that part of their live that got a lot of attention. So it got thousands of views within weeks. So I was like, that worked out. So I'm thinking of how I want to map out my channel, and I suggest everyone do it. There's no blueprint to things. It's a journey, but we can still give tips and suggestions along the way. So that's how I really look at it and be genuine. Like, why should I worry about the people when I know I'm genuine? There's definitely only one me. And I'm glad. Other people probably glad too. In good ways and maybe in other way, whatever. But it is, and it's taken away from my originality. I started finding a voice and I expressed myself a little even further in the last video that I did, and it got taken away. So it made me feel some kind of way. And I was like, no, I'm not going to let it do that. Like, if anything, I woke up this morning and was like, I started hooking my mic up and doing all this stuff. I was like, no, I'm just going to come on here and speak a little bit about that. And, just other things that are going on that, there's a lot going on in the news and all around and stuff too. But I just think it's important for us because we put time in. You can see it. Like, I'm 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 just being honest. Like, you could go to other people and you just see, and to me, some of their stuff is trash. But y'all want to leave that up? And I'm not saying because people are arguing. Some people like to see that, but you're not giving any content. You're just a creator. Then your
Yeah, no.
channel, you're trash. Like, I don't understand. And some people just use something about their likingness and let everybody else do all the work. Or you're chasing. There's people that just chase whatever is to be chased, what they think is whatever to be chased. Which this big old fat world we in, there's so much to get into and put out there, but y'all too scared because y'all got to keep it on negativity of black people or this and that. And have mercy on y'all souls because don't think that you can continue to do this on YouTube and it ain't gonna catch up with you because it is. And you better hope that something else doing around before one of us catch up with any of y'all. So I'm gonna call you out as you is. There's so much nonsense on here, and it's promoted. YouTube, please promote other ones of us that are out here doing things that people may want to see. Like, it's otherwise it's not really making any sense. But I'm not gonna silence myself. I know that what I'm saying is right. Um, and if not, it's up to YouTube to teach us more of what they're looking for, what these standards are as they're changing, because it's too vague. It's way too vague. And like I was getting into with Real Brother, RBR Network, decent channel. He really goes in on people's rights, money's involved, and things like that. So I do have to shout him out. He's the one that helped create and bring attention to hashtag Black YouTube as well. Hashtag Black YouTube. You can attach to some of your content if you'd like to. There's a community there. So what we're doing is trying to work on having. There's a Black YouTube-ish sector. We don't want people thinking that it's only the buffoonery fools that are on here. There's plenty more great things of Black excellence that are here, and it's going to be displayed more. And that's what we got to push for. Everyone can have entertainment. There's other nationalities getting mad, curse, getting mad at each other online, and stuff, but that's not what we're all about. So we're not going to sit here and just keep showing it. And we got to start realizing it too. And we need to have accountability. Y'all need to have more accountability on your channels. I think that that's the way to go. Me, I feel that it's kind of funny that you even need, well, you can have moderators, whatever, but I feel everybody should be able to speak. So I have a different view on that. But it's just getting to the point where it's, you got to make it make sense to me, because just saying no to me isn't going to work. You have to make sense. And when I challenged YouTube before, they couldn't challenge me back. So they gave in. So this is what I'm talking about. And it's deeper than that. It's not just the song and the music with Brandy. I want to entice y'all somewhat on how I get enticed. And a lot of people do. Sometimes it's through audio, it's through music. It holds your interest. It gives you rhythm in your soul. It does different things for you. Music has been so underrated. We give it props and stuff, but I don't think we'll ever truly be able to grasp what music really does, what sounds do in your ear, whether I get closer and whisper or if I back up and I get louder. It's doing something. So I'm just believing in tapping into that. I'm going to continue to do that. And I think I'm on to something, and I'm not going to let nothing get in the way of that. I will follow your guidelines, YouTube, like I've been doing. Because this is a great website. Like, there's nothing like it. I've never spent so much time on a website probably in my life. So a lot of us are this way, but a lot of people don't want to admit it. I don't know why. There's so much information here. It's incredible. So, but there's also a lot of trauma too, to the point where I have to stop watching it because I'm being traumatized now. And it's just by me looking up data for reasons, or people that I'm rubbing elbows with now. And I'm watching, you're like, oh yeah, this is fun. But it's like, wow, the toxicity level can only go so high. You don't want that spilling into your soul a little bit. So I just ask y'all out there to find balance, please. Yes. But other than that too, I will be wrapping this up in a minute. I will give it the mic back to Chaos Rain if he's there, so can hear me well. You there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. I'm here.
All right.
I know you were getting traumatized now throughout a lot of things throughout this, a lot of images from YouTube space, right as, gender wars or other things that
Right.
affects us. My thing is this, that it's all by design. At the end of the day, I know people said that we have not really got grips of this algorithm. And I tell people, you never get grips of algorithm because you did not create this platform. YouTube is run by Caucasoid woman. So obviously, she knows what is being put through this media outlet. And she will really and definitely going to promote things that's going to keep this function. It's just serious. And people that's marketing YouTube, and YouTube's trying to be like actually officially the biggest cable run thing out here in the internet. That's not gonna happen anytime soon because most other marketers, they promote shows and stuff that people like to watch and consume anyway. And most likely, more than half is not representative of us anyway. So it's going to come to a point for a lot of content creators that doesn't have an audience, it's not really organized, that we're just going to be pushed out eventually, you know. And I'm not really sad about it. I'm not going to cry about it because I came late in the game doing this content thing on YouTube. If I was doing this 3 years ago, at best, maybe I might get some out of this. But because doing it now at this point in this stages is somewhat late to the game, in my opinion. But you know, like I said, I do other things anyway. I mean, I have podcasting, and I probably look at other avenues. Let's say if that time does come, I'm not losing sleep over this. You know, to be honest with you, and I think people that does content on YouTube that's not getting the audience they deserve or getting the growth, do not lose sleep. You do the best you can, and eventually, if you get pushed out by the way they want it pushes out, there's many other avenues. You get me? This is just only a stepping stone to a bigger beginning. You get me? And I'll drop one last little snippet here. I noticed that we all familiar with Roku and those things like those like streaming services that people connect for their HD TVs, smart TVs. It seemed to me now those type of same streaming service now you could do deals with them now and create an actual channel with others. And I think if Black people are very serious, they should start looking at other avenues. Since a lot of them do have audience. Now, the question
Well, just
they're
what
gonna
you're
put
saying real quick.
if they start looking to that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What you were just talking about with Roku, I have that. I noticed when I went on one of the channels, they're offering more free channels too. I'm like, unless I'm just late to the game with that. They're offering more. Um, I noticed that one of the channels said Kevin Hart's LOL something something. Now he has a special, but the way it appeared looked like it was under the channel itself. But what I'm gonna look into that some more because the way, you know what I'm saying? Like there's difference. I know he has a show, but the way it appears on the guide is that it's his channel, LOL. So I was curious about that too. So when you mentioned that, it made me think about that with people having their channels, like you were saying, chaos.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so it's something that Roku was promoting other social media outlets, and they will promote it in a way. And I'm just saying this because that's some that people that are content creators that's quote unquote Black, and that's something we could look into. That would be more of a collaboration of other people that have certain channels and say, we always talk about we should have our own so-called the network and things that you come on 2, I come on 3, that type of stuff. It's now possible now with streaming now, how streaming is going and the rise of 5G, that's possible now. But like I said, that takes organization. That takes people got to sit down, air out the little disagreements possibly, and think, say, okay, you good at this, that. What stock I could come in to get my little, presence for 30 or an hour, and then you come on. These are things that could be collaborate between men and women, and not just the men, no, but also, like I gotta say, so with some of the women too. But it goes back again. We gotta get our feelings, and I think majority of us that is not aware of it, we feel that taking the lone wolf, the individual route, is much better and safer than anything else. I'm telling Black people, those days are behind us now. You get me? If you think you're gonna stay doing the lone wolf in this generation, in this century, yeah, you might as well wrap it up. But that's just me. That's me. But I'm not gonna say anything more. We've been on it for a while. So
All right,
thank
appreciate
you.
you coming through and everything and giving your take on it. Appreciate that very much. And that was Chaos Rain. Check out his channels right here on YouTube, and you see how it's spelled right there. And appreciate you and hope you have a good day. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I think all I gotta do is remove. Okay. Um. All right. So thanks for everyone that came through. Anyone that catches a replay. This went longer than I had expected. I was thinking maybe half hour to 40 minutes. I'm almost at an hour and a half. So I'm going to just wrap things up now. Um, and here and there too, I'll do more lives. Um, do pay what I guess it's like there's like a monthly fee, and you brand your channel. I don't advertise for other things and product other stuff unless I have something to do with it and support it and it's done correctly. So where you have these streaming sites and they want their name up there and all that, I don't believe in that. We work with each other, but it's like I look at promotion. Promotion always has to do with networking. Networking usually has to do with funding. Funding and resources, they all go together. So I look at who's representing off of me also. Who's representing off of me. So in the beginning, you see I have my shirt on. It says YouTube. I do. I rep YouTube. YouTube kind of rep me. But we got some kinks that we need to get out. We need to get through that. We really need to get through that. So yeah. So yep. So that's what we got there. So I just got a little something here in closing. So as I was talking about the dreams, how they can impact your life in possible ways, and just tapping in, it's tapping into the spirit. It's about you. And I'm gonna quote from the Twin Flames, the man that was in the picture, the photo from a bit earlier. I was telling you is about a couple that is right here on YouTube. Also, I definitely gotta shout them out. Because they're a good power couple, and they just teach you about positivity and I don't even know if they would say teach. They know they're an awesome couple, and they take the time and they do things in ways that I haven't seen before at all. I even mentioned I want to get into discussing tantric sex with y'all. That's something different. It's deep. It's kind of mysterious, and I like the mystery and things, but uncovering it and talking about it together and having some fun. Um, they talk about different things, and I just suggest you do it as well. You can't lose. You can only elevate yourself. You don't take a loss. It's always a gain when you're educating yourself or just enlightening on something. Whether you choose to use it or not, or this worked out and that didn't, do something else. Either way, it's benefiting you. It's something about the brain too. It likes it. It's like, feed me. Y'all could get full. I'm never going to be full. So I think YouTube as well, but I did have to address the issues we've had in the past. And I want to develop a better understanding because we are partners, regardless if I have the 66 subscribers that I have now or not. I've been getting more. I've actually had the most subscriptions at one time within the last month, which was 6. I've had more viewers than ever in a shorter span of time as well. So, I just hope that we find that understanding. One of the first videos I did that got traction quickly, got 100 in like maybe a day, and I didn't even have any subscribers. I had a small amount, maybe 10 or so. It was the first video I did, and it was about Dr. Umar Johnson and Sister Vicky Dillard. And I'm quite fond of both of them. They did an interview, and I gave my reaction after, and it just got a lot of views. I'm saying this too, I'm not someone that uses names and titles. I barely do it. When I do, it's going to have more substance to it. You know, there's people out there that they may be getting traction and may not be, but it's something to discuss. It's something that affects the communities and or it affects us in some type of way. Other than that, there's no way you can keep track of all these people and what they're doing. I have no interest in it either. I just don't. There's shows. We got Love and Hip Hop. We got all these other shows. I've never watched them. I've watched little bits of it when I'm probably was with a friend or cousin, somebody that I may knew, but other than that, I'm not interested. If you have something productive that I can join in with, or if something you're doing may make a better difference, I don't have that much time for it. I like entertainment, but like I say, balance your days out, people. It's going to make a difference. Just because something's there does not mean it's for you. And just because it looks like, wow, everybody, not, it's never everybody, but a lot of people seem to be gravitating towards him. A lot of people seem to, does that mean you're supposed to? Do it feel right? Go by how you feel. Do it feel right? Or are you just a sheep? Because sheep can come over here too, but I need sheep that want to think. I don't mind sheep. I pet sheep. I remember on his Family Guy, he made like a it was like a racist joke. He was like, "What did Clarence's hair feel like?" Because I think they swapped bodies, and Brian was like, "He's like, what did it feel like?" He's like, "Sheep." His hair feels like sheep, but yeah, we have hair of all that good stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to just talk about that, and then how, in closing, um, material things aren't only going to get you so far in money, and that's not told from people that don't have it. The people that have it know it. It's about how you connect and make your connections in life. Because regardless how much money you don't have what I have, and it ain't for sale. Y'all all have to think like that. You're following bags, you're following what people say is value, and you come up with terms every 6 months or every year. I'm noticing here, y'all come up with terms, high value, uh, and then y'all drag it so much that are you making the whole term lose its value? Because it seemed like it to me. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Value is what's in your heart. If you're gonna let people on YouTube tell you how to validate value of a person, and you ain't even talking about slavery times, you sounding like property. Are we treating each other and look at each other as property and a come up? When your ass could be lonely in a bed full of money? Temporary satisfaction is what a lot of people seem to be. Some people, some people seem to be into. I'm looking for long term. You should too, spiritually anyway, right? So, all right, I keep trying to wrap it up, but that's it. But like I said, no money, etc. Um, None of it can save you from reality, and that's what he spoke on to the man here that I have in the picture here. So I just really like that, and that was a good takeaway. And how I'm coming in contact with people as I'm already researching things has been quite an experience as well. I'm not typing it in, I'm doing stuff on my own. And then sometimes you'll come on YouTube and one of your favorite people or someone new is talking about something you're looking into. I think that's a sign too. We're talking about things, we're making these connections that we're speaking of. I'm all in. I'm in for it. So yeah, so in another upcoming video too, I'm gonna drop another name. His name is Nazir Ra. He's here on YouTube as well. A powerful brother that speaks on numbers, things like that, and spiritual things and making connections as a people. All right. So a lot of this that I discussed regarding the dreams, and that's why I put up a couple pictures of the Egyptian dream gods, was because it was even written um, so far back, in the Egyptian tombs, that we are to be one with the stars. And that's where the word term astral comes from, which I mentioned in the beginning. So it's having a connection with the stars. Now, Zira talks about having a connection with the sun. So, it's something good to get into, and it gives you a different feel. And I think it's going to add meaning for you. I'm not just saying it. I'm telling you to go ahead and just do it. Try some out. Try some out. We know what could go wrong with everything else, with all this other stuff. Why not try something out? Don't worry about somebody like, what is you talking about? You try it out for you. This is about us. This is about you. Dreaming. The next level is being awake in the dream. Be awake in your dream. Explore you with me. Forget about credit. Forget about all that other stuff. Tap into yourself. Because it ain't about everybody else. This is you. And it's up to you if you want to have an effect on other people or not too. Explore you with me. This is Kai NY007, and I'm here on YouTube. I hope you all have a great day and days ahead. Hopefully you'll come back again too. I'll have different things for you when you come back. and I'm going to sign off. As always, peace and blessings. And hopefully you have some good dreams at night. Or if you're sleeping in the daytime, but these dreams seem to come later in the night or the longer you sleep too. And I mentioned in the last video, and since they took it down, I'll say it now. You tend to remember your dreams when you're awakened more abruptly, because it has to do with the brain waves and how they send things back. But there's other ways to tap in to remember, to take more control too over that subconscious in your dreams. Tap in spiritually and see how it plays out in your life. Okay? So you always will have a space here where we're not going to be worried about the judgment. We're not going to be worried about all the other stuff. We human though. But let's build humanity back. Let's show other people what we really can do. How beautiful and black you are. How beautiful and whatever else you are. No more silencing. Let's just shine. I want to see more shining. No more silencing, more shining. I appreciate everyone who comes through. It means a lot to me. Your reactions, your subscriptions, any of that, your comments, they are able to be left here. Other places, you got somebody on your throat, you got somebody with a wrench at your head. Sometimes it's weird. I ain't with it. That ain't happening here. I don't want that. So this spot can be all the way different. It's for us. It's for different thinking people. We not with everything else. Not going to just follow what you saying, what you doing. We not. We don't have to. We're not supposed to. It's easier to be like that. Just to be the sheeps over there just running in crowds and look at all that. What? I'm not put here for that. No, I'm not. I'm not. My full name's original meaning is many talents. So I want to tap in, and that's what I'm doing. All right, y'all. Peace. Thanks all y'all. Hope you have a great day. Yeah, so this is Kai and Y007 here on YouTube. And hope you catch the playback. There was some information, a little bit of humor in here. But yeah, so I just appreciate. Thank you.